AITA for changing the door locks back after my wife changed them? I am not oop. This is a repost subreddit originally posted on r Amethyst by u Sockno7319. Original post August 29, 22. I less than 30 have a beautiful wife who loves to serve others. We bought a home down the street from my family. I have a sweet sister less than 17 who likes to crash at our house with her friends. My wife normally is pretty easygoing until recently. My sister's friends have been leaving messes. Mostly towels on the floor after using our pool. My wife got upset picking up after them every day. I have asked my sister to make sure the house is clean after they leave and it has been better. My wife also complained that some of her perfumes, clothes, personal items have gone missing. My sister said it's not her. I believe my sister. I just don't see her doing that. I told my wife and we agreed to just replace them. Last week my wife made a couple of pans of cinnamon rolls from scratch. One pan was for us. The second pan was for a coworker's family who is experiencing a tragedy. My wife went to the gym. I went to work and my sister and her friends came by. The one pan wasn't enough for her and her friends. They wanted the second pan of cinnamon rolls in. My sister texted my wife asking if they could eat them. My wife said no. They ate them anyways. My wife upset went and bought new locks. When I came home my wife handed me a new key and told me that she didn't want anyone else to have a key to our house. I tried to calm her down and tell her that I would just go replace the eaten cinnamon rolls with store-bought ones. My wife decided this was her hill to die on and said no, my sister lost the privilege to come when we are not home. Replacing stolen items wasn't good enough anymore. My mom called and asked if my sister could use the pool as a back-to-school party. I was under the impression my mom would be there. I said yes. My mom was at work and our schedules clashed. The easiest solution was for me to change the locks back so they could come into the house. My mom didn't come with my sister. When my wife got home after the party, it was a mess. She sent me photos. She called me the A for changing the locks without talking to her about it. Keep in mind she did too. Then told me I broke her trust, she wasn't safe in her home because she keeps getting robbed and I refused to put an end to it. I did talk to my sister. Then my wife let me know she was staying with a friend for a while. Am I the A here? I feel like I have tried to right any wrongs that have happened between my wife and my sister. Update. On same post. Same day. Sorry I haven't been able to reply the past couple of hours. I have been busy. I talked to my mom again and let her know my sister isn't allowed over without me home. I asked a friend's wife who is a maid to come deep clean our home. So when my wife comes home it's clean. The last thing is my mom asked me to help cover my sister's cheer. She is on track for a scholarship. I told my mom I would pay when half of my wife's things were returned. If not, the money was going to replace the stolen items. Also, my sister was invited to homecoming. She wanted me to buy a dress. I told her no for not following our home rules, and the money I saved for the dress is going to pay for the maid. I did replace the locks again. I also am planning a romantic dinner I will make and clean up. I heard a lot about the cinnamon rolls. Someone on here gave me the idea to make them. I am for a dessert. Edit. Boop added another update shortly after this was posted. So I changed the flare to ongoing. Update 2. On same post. My sister and my mom left a few minutes ago. My sister had a bag of my wife's things. More than I thought was gone. Most items are in poor shape. The big thing is she had my wife's grandmother's ring I thought was in the safe. I had no idea it was gone. My sister said that she found it on my wife's nightstand during the party. She forgot she had it on when she left our home. The ring isn't valuable, it's just sentimental. I told my mom who the ring belonged to. My mom lost it. My sister is now grounded. Relevant comment from Oop. No, my wife isn't home. I did ask her to come back. The dinner is for tomorrow because I need time to make the rolls. I will post a update again. Yes, some of my wife's things have come back, including a ring that was my wife's grandmother's. My wife normally keeps it in a small safe. She must have taken it out when she changed the locks. The ring isn't valuable, it belonged to her grandma and loves to wear it. Last, yes, I get that I am the and handled this wrong. Reminder. I am not Oop. This is a repost subreddit. My wife is tired of being robbed and basically used as maid by my sister. So I let my sister do it again. Am I the asshole? Quote. I wonder why so many stories of family conflict on here have always the same pattern. One person who lets family abuse their partner because they're family. Her hill to die on? Yeah, buddy has been building to that, and his head was so far in the sand he didn't see how disrespectful his sister was being. Especially that they asked about the cinnamon rolls, and when the answer wasn't what they liked, went ahead anyways. I would be so upset with him that he didn't follow up to make sure that when allowing the sister back that it would be supervised. She changed the locks to feel secure in her house and immediately updated him. He changed the locks to let the freeloaders back in because it was too difficult to just be there when they were using the pool. Aw man, it's the raviolis all over again. My wife who loves to serve others. Face vomiting, face vomiting, face vomiting. Oop is in for a rude awakening when wife doesn't just come back into his open arms. He's going to have to prove that these changes will stick and be permanent, as his mother and sister have trampled over his wife and his goodwill, and he's too much of a doormat to see it. Even still, at the end he's whinging about his wife changing the locks without telling him, and how he had already talked to his sister. He doesn't get it and is about to have a wake-up call because his wife is completely done with his family, if not fully him as well. 1. He doesn't understand the work that she put into the cinnamon rolls. Baking takes work and love. 2. He hired a maid to clean his house rather than do it himself. Those two things speak volumes about his contributions to the household and consideration for his wife's efforts. He's the I have to continually remind myself that this is from his POV, and he's definitely wording this with a lot of bias in his favor and to make himself sound good, and it still sounds terrible. Oop is absolutely an asshole. The wife was trying desperately to protect her stuff. Frankly, too little too late. This husband doesn't respect the wife and lets his sister get away with a ton. Also, why would they buy her anything? They aren't her parent. This relationship is heading for divorce as the Oop doesn't grow a spine and have decent boundaries. Anyone else think it's absolutely insane to allow a bunch of teenagers in your pool unattended? Like holy liability, Batman. I doubt Oop can make the cinnamon rolls. They are a lot of work, and at least he will realize that if he actually tries to make them. I think he is still in awe. Why on earth is Oop covering his sister's expenses, like cheerleading and homecoming? Oop didn't learn that much. He didn't even clean the damn house himself. Now I want cinnamon rolls. My wife decided this was the hill to die on. No, my obtuse friend. She decided that this was the hill which you would be murdered on. He didn't even clean up himself. He's having his friend's wife do it. What a dick. Why the hell is he only asking for half of his wife's stuff to be returned? I hope his wife leaves him for good. He is a terrible husband. He didn't say anything about his wife though. Is she back home? Is she still mad? Is Mr. Bean's tardy actions enough to make her forgive his dense blockhead ass? The update makes him a bigger awe. I asked my friend's wife, who also loves to serve, to deep clean our home. I'm baking Pillsbury cinnamon rolls from a can. I told my sister she can keep half my wife's things she stole. And I'll buy her a prom dress. Quote, I'm guessing troll. Half of his wife's things returned. Dude, it's a lure nothing. You're still ta. Wait, did I read that right? Sister and friends ate both pans of homemade cinnamon rolls? Oh, the audacity. I'd be so pissed. At least it seems like Oop learned. And hopefully after this is resolved, he stops giving any more money to his mom and sister. He's not the parent? I have a feeling Oop has been paying for lots of extra things similar to sister's homecoming dress. Request before. Thinking face.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.